A strong and independent woman is something to behold. She pays her own bills, buys her own things, and she doesn't let a man affect her stability or self-confidence. She is a soul-rich woman. Are you ready to be rich doing what you love? Be on purpose and in control of your life again. At For Women Who Love the F Word podcast, we will be openly talking about getting more clients online, getting recognition as the leader and female entrepreneur, and also the F word, being fabulous, having freedom, and financial independence. It's time to own and love the F word. Welcome to the show. Today we have a special guest with us. Her name is Elisha, and she's from Facebook. But on the side, she has this passion project called TechLadies. So let her introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name is Elisha and I'm the founder of TechLadies. It's a community for women to learn how to code and enter the industry as programmers. So as you have mentioned, that is my side hustle, my passion project. So during the day, I work at Facebook as the developer programs regional lead for Asia Pacific.
How do you get started on this passion project? Because you work 9 to 5 and where do you find time?
Yes, that is like the $1 million question,
right?
Where do I find time? So, well, I guess like if everything requires a sacrifice, it requires a trade-off, right? I think that nobody can have it all. If you want something, you have to give up something because at the end of the day, you only have 24 hours.
So what do you give up?
Life.
I like that. It's so cute.
Yeah. So I majority of my meals I eat it at my desk so that I could eat and also work at the same time. And almost every day I stay back for an hour or two just to work on TechLadies stuff. So it's not easy. Let's put it that way. It's not easy, but first of all, it's very rewarding. And I do think that if you want to see something happen, exist in the world, you can't escape hard work. At the end of the day, it's always hustle, right? Hustle always wins.
Yeah. Okay, so, but why do you want to do this TechLady bit? How do you even get started on this part?
So I started it when I was in between jobs. That was before Facebook, and I just didn't want to sit on my ass doing nothing.
I like that.
So I thought, okay, why don't I just do something that I'm really passionate about? Like, where does my heart lies? And what do I want to see happen in my community? And of course, like it didn't start with like a 5-year business plan. When it started, I wasn't even sure if it worked. It was just like, since like I have nothing much to do, let's try it. If it fails, then let's pretend it didn't happen. Nobody needs to care. Yeah. So that's how it really got started. Yeah, it's not about. I think having really the desire to see something happen, something exist, that drives me to start something, and the acceptance that I might fail, and that's okay.
And how do you get started on your influence? Because now that you have a community, even though you're working full time, how do you extend or even get started on that influence part?
It started like way before I started TechLadies. So I had my own. I did a startup after I graduated from university. Yeah, so that's how I was in the industry. And because I couldn't find a tech co-founder, and as a fresh grad, psychology, non-tech founder, a lot of good engineers don't want to be my tech co-founder. That's when I learned how to code.
I'm looking for a CTO for Soul Rich Woman. Do you have any recommendations?
Yeah, I can try and share around my community to see if anyone wants to take it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I learned how to code, that's when I first of all, it opens my eye to the tech community. And what is this open source community? What are these engineers? Where are they at? And that's how I fell in love with technology. And one thing is that when you hustle, people respect your passion and they can see your hard work. That's how you sort of build on your influence, right?
So what were some of the key obstacles you faced while building your influence?
First of all, I guess if you are somebody, there will be haters. There will be people who discredit you. Yeah, there will be people who discredit you. There will be people who think that you're full of shit. There are people who think that you can't succeed. Can I swear? I can swear.
Swear, yes.
Yeah, there will be.
Who love the F word. So that's fine.
Yes. Yeah. So the thing is that you have to first of all, you have to, that doesn't mean that you shut all of it out, because a way for you to grow is to be able to take healthy criticism. But at the same time, you have to know that they are just naysayers in anything that you want to do. So it's about understanding them. It will still hurt. It doesn't mean that the feelings will go away. Because people are mean. People can be mean. But what is more important is to surround yourself with people who support you. Because at least in my life, what I learned is that there are going to be far more supporters than naysayers.
Wow. So I love that. And for you, what are some of the strategies that you use to cope? Two things. First, 9 to 5 with the pressure of performance and everything, and you need to cope on that. And then coping the performance over the other side. How do you do both?
So try and outsource as and when possible.
I like that.
So I cannot outsource my Facebook job because that's my job. But I can sort of like outsource and get more people to help on with TechLadies. And that's something that I want to do, because a lot of people have a lot of passion in giving back, but they don't know how. So a way for me to do that is to give them a structure where they can contribute as well. So there are people who want to help. So it's more about, first of all, asking for help and giving them direction on how they can help.
So can you give me an example? How are you asking for help in your community, and how does that structure look like for my viewers?
So asking for help doesn't have to be complicated. For example, a few months ago, I wanted to run an event and I don't have a venue. So what I did was I just do a shout out on Facebook, my Facebook account, and that's how people introduce me to the right people. Eventually we got a venue. So sometimes you just need to ask. It doesn't have to be over elaborated. Sometimes you just need to be able to open up and ask for help.
Were you like that before? Did you learn this along the way?
Or asking for help?
Yeah. Because you know why? Because there are women who are prideful, they're afraid, they're sitting on the fence, So you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yes. So be shameless.
Wow, I like this one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So the thing is hustle, right? Like hustle always wins. So the thing about hustling is that sometimes you just have to do things that appears to be that sort of like hurt your ego, but it doesn't really, because you just do what it takes to get the job done. And the thing is that if you can't cope and you really need help and you're really stuck, then it's time for you to do you care about your pride more, or do you care about getting what you want to do done, right? At the end of the day, you have to do that trade-off, and you have to decide what's more important to you.
Wow. Okay, how do you prioritize your time? Let's talk about time management. No, I mean, of course, giving up your life, but time management in that sense, because there's so many priorities. Your 9 to 5, in the TechLadies, there's so many parts.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
It's always a learning journey. I don't think I've figured it out yet.
I like your honesty.
Yeah, the good thing is that, at least I don't have kids. So that's like one major thing that's off my plate. So that's also give me a chance to learn how to manage my time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, super awesome. When you said that you want to put people together who supports you, how big is the community?
So for TechLadies, we have about 2,000 people. But of course, as I learn how to code and learn more about the community, a lot of engineers who volunteer their time, they are now my friends. They're actually my friends. So it's not difficult to ask for help. The problem is always, just make the leap of faith to ask.
Just take the leap of faith to ask. 没听到啊，没听到。
And the thing is that if you ask and nobody replies, so what, right? At the end of the day, it's the same. You go back to wherever you were, like stage 0. The thing is that if you ask and someone do help, you get to like stage 1. And if you ask and nobody help, you're just like as you are. So there's technically no loss. I think a lot of loss are like imagine like, oh, I look very paiseh, like how. But the thing is that what I learned is that most people care about themselves. They don't care about you. So it's like, who cares? Like you paiseh, but you probably remember something embarrassing you did like a few years back, but nobody else gives a shit. So it's more like your internal voices, right? Just learn how to ignore it. I think I had a listened to a talk by Tally Whitney earlier just now, and she was saying that learn to feel comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Wow.
And I thought that was so powerful. because I do know that women in senior leadership position, they still feel imposter syndrome. When I ask them, like, does it ever go away? And she's told me, like, no, you still face that. So I do think that, learning how to be comfortable in that state of discomfort is a very important skill to have.
Being a woman leader, what do you think makes you, different, and how do you lead in your own? What's a skill actually?
So I don't really know like what a hard skill is. I guess like what could be encouraging for your viewers is what I learned is that first of all, be authentic. Show some fucking personality.
Woo! I love that.
Yeah, let people know you. Because I feel like a lot of people, they like to hide behind a screen and or like they are shy to be themselves. But the thing is that, but if you don't show your personality, you're as good as a chair, right? Like no personality. So why do you want to do that? So let people know you, show your personality. Of course, don't be rude, but don't be an asshole just because you want to show your personality. Also, be a good person. Just let people know you, and so that is how gravitates people to you.
Wow. Okay, because I've been talking about a topic of visibility. We've done about 1,000 live streaming, Facebook live streaming, to reach out to more women. So visibility is still quite difficult for a lot of Asian women.
Yes.
How do you overcome? Of course, just now you've shared your experience, but
shameless.
Yeah. No, but how do you even know being shameless is good? I mean, because before we were all masters of disasters, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I started blogging about just my life, and that's how I started sharing about what I believe, what my dreams are. That was like a decade ago, and that's
You're
why.
so young, that's fine.
So that was when I realized that there are haters out there. And then, but by sharing your story, you also, that's how your supporters get to know you as well, right? Like, because people are inspired, or they believe in you, believe in your dreams. That's how they want to help. And I do think that a lot of people want to help. I do think that humanity has a lot of hope.
Yes.
There's a lot of good people.
Yeah, okay.
So again, it boils back to sharing your story, and I think, and I agree that a lot of women, they are like shy. They are not used to talking about themselves.
Yeah.
More so in Asia.
Yes.
Because we are.
Especially in so rich women.
Yeah. So I don't think that you are going for zero to like talking on Forbes or like in front of millions of people at TEDx or TED, right? You can just start slow at your own Facebook wall. It doesn't have to be entirely public like on a blog. It can just be on your own Facebook wall. Let people know you, and people will introduce good people to you because they are inspired by you, or just because they like you, they want to support you, and that's how it grows. So baby steps. What I'm saying is baby steps. Don't think about it as you are going to deliver a TED talk tomorrow. That will be quite insane. But if you do it, go for it. You just don't have to. It doesn't have to be that scary.
Wow. So, what have you got? One advice for women who are sitting on the fence to become more visible? Okay, we'll go for it. But what is the one advice for my female entrepreneurs?
Just start somewhere. Like I said, if you fail, you can just pretend it doesn't happen. So it's okay to fail. You have the permission to fail.
I love that.
So don't be too hung up about it.
Oh, I really love what you just shared. Thank you very much for your time. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching Soul Rich Woman TV. All the show notes will be available on Facebook as well as soulrichwoman.com. My name is Janisha Laura, signing off. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so honored that we are connected, and I hope that I can continue to serve you as you build your dreams. And if you love this episode, and I hope that you did, rate it 5 stars. Give us that glowing review because it will help more women around the world finding the Soul Rich Woman podcast. Alone you are strong, together we are unstoppable. Now share this with every woman who needs it, because this is how we are changing the world, one woman at a time. As always, Get out of your comfort zone and go towards the dreams you've always wanted to achieve. For women who love the F word, being fabulous, having freedom, and financial independence. My dear soul-rich woman, sending you my love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.